So now we're talking about 12 volt batteries when you have them connected into parallel and the difficulties you have balancing 12 volt batteries. Now when you have three 12 volt batteries together, you connect the positives together and the negatives together. When you put your charger positive on there and your negative charger there. Now what a lot of people don't understand when you're charging these batteries and understand chargers a little bit is when they make a charger, they make it the charger and the lead, so they know this length of lead and cable will produce 14.6 volts at the terminal. That's what a lithium battery needs to charge 12 volt lithium battery. If you put an Anderson plug or extend the cables in any way, you're actually going to reduce the voltage to the battery, so you won't fully charge a battery. Same if you shorten it. Shortening the battery will increase the voltage, whilst these batteries need 14.6 volts to charge. They can take a higher voltage. Once the battery reaches its maximum, it'll shut down. However, it's probably best to always leave the charger leads at the length that the manufacturer provides you. Now so when you're charging and you've got one lead connected to here and one lead connected here, there's no leads connecting to this middle battery, and if you have four, it's the two middle batteries. So effectively what you're doing is you're decreasing the voltage because you've increased the cable length. So what generally happens also when you're discharging from the system, what will happen is when the load's connected to the positive, that front battery will empty the fastest, so it'll hit zero the fastest. The last battery, because it's connected to the load, also will be the second one to discharge the quickest. And the one in the middle will be the ones in the middle will be the ones that discharge the least. So I don't know if you can see that clearly, but so the first battery, once it hits 0%, so that means one of those cells has hit, say, 2.4 volts, it'll say, that's it, we're empty. It'll shut the battery down. So when this battery shuts down, all of these batteries shut down. So there's no, it's going to get 12 volt from this one, then it's going to get 12 volt for that one. That's not how it works with lithium. The second thing is, at that time that this one is now at 0, you might find your end one's got 20% left in it and your middle one's actually got 40% in it. Just some numbers. Same again when you charge, whichever battery reaches 100% first will shut the whole system down from charging. So if this one's only got to have 80% back in it, if it hit 100% first, it would shut down all the charging, and this one might have only have 70% in it, and this one might only have 98% in it. Now, if you do that every time, charge and discharge this way, your batteries will get more and more and more out of balance. And what that means is you'll get less and less out of your batteries the more you use them. Now, if you've already invested in this type of setup, there is some things you can do to make it better. One is to individually charge each battery with its own 12 volt charger. What that means is you'll have to isolate the batteries when you charge them one by one. Don't leave them all connected and charge this one, then charge that one, and charge that one. Make sure they all hit their 100%, and at least every time you start off, you'll have 100%. You'll still have the unbalancing as they discharge, but at least you know all your batteries at 100%. And that's one way you can improve things. The other way is here with a DC-DC charger. So what this does is it's just the same as this basically. Instead of getting 240 volt in and turning it into DC 12 volt, it turns 12 volt into 14.6 volt to charge a lithium battery. So this is a lithium DC-DC chargers. They're different from lead acid DC-DC chargers. So what you have to do is connect your charger here and here. Then you connect your DC charger to this battery, and this battery then charges this battery. Now if you've got three batteries, you can put another one in, so this battery charges this battery. I wouldn't suggest you run two chargers off one battery to charge them both. What you also need to consider, if you're putting 20 amps of charge into this battery and you're only putting, this is only a 10 amp DC charger, this one will fill up quicker than the other. So you just need to be mindful that your AC DC charger amperage output is equal to or less than your DC ones, because what you really want to do is this one fill up first, followed by this one, followed by this one. It's a lot of extra expense, it's a lot of extra connections, it's a lot of extra areas where things can go wrong. It's a lot of extra heat. These things generate heat. What we do recommend is what we have. This is what we do. We don't do this setup. This is a 36 volt, 120 amp hour battery. We're getting reports now from people that have got the new Kraken, Garmin Kraken, and they're getting 6 to 7 days out of this battery. If you've got a brushed motor, you probably get 3 to 4 days out of this battery. 6 hours a day actual use. You just have 2 leads going to your trolling motor. You have a battery charger, which is 36 volt, that charges all this battery. Inside there's 12 cells. There's one battery management system charging every cell. Obviously circuit breakers and all the normal correct wiring procedures. But what happens with this setup is you get everything out of the battery, and when you charge it back up again, you put the same amount back in. It doesn't get less and less as you charge and discharge. Unless you don't look after it very well and you let it run flat. If you let these batteries run flat, they can get out of balance. I think we spoke last time about not isolating. That can put things out of balance. So, yeah, look, hopefully that's been of help for people. Just remember, these batteries won't charge each other. They won't balance each other. So you have to manage their charge to get them back up, and just accept that you're not going to get all of them completely empty. Same again, guys, if you have any questions, drop us a line, give us a call, send us a message. We're always happy to help people, even if they're not our brown batteries.